We're live. Hello. Hello.
I thought it was not flipped then for a second. For 1 second, I thought, oh, it's normal. But I couldn't see my hand.
Oh, right. Okay. So this is an exciting development. This is a you asked, we listened project that we've done basically on a number of levels. So Rochelle's going to show you guys around the new Business Mastermind portal, and exciting news is you can now have access to the portal only. So we've never ever done this before. So if you're ready for that next step in your business, but you're not ready to invest into the £5,000 Business Mastermind program, where you get all of the all singing, all dancing, calls with me, dedicated mentors, small mentoring group, the community, the Facebook group, all the calls and all the structure and all that stuff over there. That's over there. That's for when you're ready, willing and able to invest that £5,000. Now we've heard, or we're listening to our audience, listening to the people who bought from us before or who want to buy from us. And what we were hearing was we want to take that next step, but we're not ready for that big jump. So what we've done now is opened it up so people can buy and have access to the portal only. So this was actually your idea, Rochelle Dallas. I like it.
Yeah, it was my idea. Well, it just made perfect sense that because I've been in the portal now for like 2 whole weeks, probably a bit longer actually, when you start thinking about the project.
Yeah.
And I know the content in there is so good. There's some bits that we're working to like reframe and give a bit of like, we've got videos from you in the beginning now and everything, because I thought, this is how we can improve it.
Yeah.
But, ultimately doing those things in the order we've put them in at your own pace is just going to be such a great support system, which is why it works as a self-study version.
Yeah.
It's far from being just a collection of all your best work. It's really in an order and a curriculum that people can follow. And if they do the work, the results speak for themselves. Like just earlier, I'm adding in the grand plan into it. And I'm listening to it in the background and I'm like, God, yeah, that's great. That's a really great advice that I can take away and implement. So
yeah, the grand plan is the collection of talks by some friends of mine and the remit there was to make £1,000 in 6 weeks. So it's quite interesting that we're adding that into the portal, because with the portal being 997 and one of the training that you get access to in there is the grand plan, which is to make £1,000 in 6 weeks, then it makes sense that it's a self-funding investment really, because if you just take that bit on its own and implement that and make that money and invest that back, then you've got all the rest of the stuff is just there for free basically. So it's got a lot of stuff in there, and we've made it so you have to start at a certain point and you can only progress through at certain times as well, which I think really does give it that structure that will help people, because the biggest thing is I don't know where to start, and now we've helped you to know exactly where to start. So yes, absolutely, all the people who are in the Business Mastermind are going to get access to this all singing all dancing portal as well. It's just the new product, if you like, the new offer is for people who just want to pay the $997 to just get access into this bit of the Business Mastermind. Yeah, and you get all the other good stuff, with the calls with me and the mentoring and stuff. So do you want to give us a little walk around, Rochelle? This is your baby. You've been working on it for 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks.
A couple of weeks. And also just to add, we've made it so that because we've got the additional videos from you in there and the order of things and the fact that you've got to complete a quiz on that previous module. It's as much as you could possibly want, like a Helen coaching in your pocket without the 5K investment. So we really have done absolutely everything we can to make it not robotic and make it so that you are literally hand holding them through it, which is one thing I really love about it.
And the SOS section, that's my favourite bit.
Listening to that so I had to listen to that a couple of times. Obviously I was getting it transcribed and I was reading and listening, and I was like, this is so great, like that people can go to that SOS corner, like anytime they want. They can watch it as many times as they like.
6 minutes of me talking you off the cliff.
Yeah.
It's there for you forever. Just
Yeah.
on repeat. Whenever you have a wobble, I'm there. I like that. Yeah.
I love it. Right. So, can you see you?
There's me. We can see.
Yes. So first of all, so you get in, you get access. And one thing that's different is that we've now got this orientation module. So this bit was my sort of even more of my baby, because for me it's just so important to get this right from the beginning, so you know what you've got access to, you know where to go for help, you know where the calls are, you're organized, it's all in your diary. And when I came on board into Helen's world, obviously this is a big passion of mine, this part, the onboarding, and I was running orientation weeks for people. So the first week that you'd get in the program, like some of you will have been on the calls, you got access to me with pretty much this same information over the first week. But that ran into its own problems. People weren't available. There were time differences, glitches on Zoom one week. So it was always the plan to automate this part, but we wanted to make sure that everything was given at the right time, and that the right information and advice was given at the right time. So you get a lovely welcome from Helen, and then you get an onboarding thing from me. Anything else like that? Shush. So just like going through like all of the things there. So and it's important to note that this is slightly different for those that just get portal access. So obviously you won't get any of this bit, and I've done a separate onboarding session. But for the BNMers, as we would call you, you've got a video there that just guides you through everything that you need. Meet the mentors. You've got how to set goals and stuff, any events and things like that. So then there's the link for the Facebook group, which obviously you're already in. This is more for newbies. And yeah, some mentor profiles. We get to meet the mentors. Just need to finish those off. Lovely one for Jackie. Telling her, and also helping you to understand what Jackie can help you with. So all of the mentors, you're able to buy additional time with the mentor, even if they're not your assigned one. So this really helps you understand what Jackie could help you with, or what I could help you with, anything like that, if that's what you need. Anything that Paul. And then we've got obviously Head of Happiness, Gillian, with her profile. Got some links for the calls, making sure that they're all in your diary. And then you get onto the good stuff. Okay, so then we've got like business clarity in a day, but also refining your core offer. Now, you cannot get to the organic marketing until you're clear and you've refined your offer. All right. There's a nice video check-in with Helen to just keep you moving through and introducing you to the next section. Then we've got all of this that you get access to, right up until your sales strategy. Okay. And you just move through the modules, at your own pace. We've got new sections as well. So you'll recognize these as being, I'm actually going to rename this. It's going to be quick money maker or something, quick money module, to get the grand plan. And you've got all of the videos in there. You've got all of the guest experts in there, and some bonuses, LinkedIn Bootcamp. You get to the bonuses, they're drip fed. So you don't have to complete everything before you get access to the bonuses, but we're not giving them to you at first. We can change that if at your request, but what we find is that people run off on the bonuses and they don't move through actually these core foundational steps. So actually these come in, I think 60 days after your time in the program, and then this one is like 2 weeks. And you get the well-being reset corner after that we were just talking about. You get that after 7 days. So, just so that everything is like in an order and you're not overwhelmed. And that the reason why is so that you have got a path to follow. And then you've got some what next, and this will grow as well. And we're building out these modules as well. So that's it. Like that's the new portal, guys.
I mean, it looks mega. Like, it looks really slick. You've been working so hard on it, but I think it's changed now that it's an actual program that you work your way through. I know all the elements are there, but it's designed to take you from, right, I don't know where to start, to go through those bits, and then to see when everything is open and available to you, it's like, what have I got a specific problem with right now, and where do I need to go to find it? And I think it'd be interesting to see where we see people going back to stuff, because I feel like the quick money and the SOS will be quite well attended for sure. And I think, is there functions in there to leave comments and stuff like that, or is that not?
Yeah, we want to also bring like the community over there as well. So on all of the modules, you're able to start a discussion and talk about, you know, where you're at, what you found, and your light bulb moment, stuff like that. So yeah, absolutely. And it's only going to get bigger, so we can put you in groups, we can do a load of other functions in there as well. That's phase 3 of the project, so we're looking at what we can do with to support the community. But at the moment, the biggest priority was really getting everything in one place and in an order and a structure for you to follow.
Yeah, no, it's great. Thank you very much for that. I mean, for me, it is that next step for people. A lot of people basically who are in the LinkedIn Mastermind who are like, right, LinkedIn's working for me, which is great. What next? Not quite ready to invest in a 5K program, but for 997 to get access to all of that training and be, you know, self-sufficient, you know, hold yourself accountable to doing the work. And then when you're ready, you can upgrade, right? You can upgrade. So there's that as well. It's not going to stay at 997 forever, obviously, as it grows and expands. But if you do buy in now, then it's going to be, as it grows, you get to have all the new stuff as well, right?
Yeah, and it just becomes like your toolkit of like things that once you run through it, you can really see, you know, I think people go, what I notice is people come in to the program and they go straight on the £99 thing because it's a quick way. But actually, there's so many bits that need to be done beforehand. Even if you think you're super clear on it, it's always worth revisiting before you make a start on that, which is why those 2 modules are literally, they are gatekept. They're locked, okay? You can't get to them until you've
done the other bits.
Yeah. And there's a test as well. You've got to prove that you've done that and you understand the language we're talking.
Yeah, amazing. Good. Well, we have sent out the details on email today, which you should have that somewhere. If you're already in the Business Mastermind, obviously, it just means that you've got the new improved portal to play with. So we'll look forward. I know we've got some members testing it at the moment. Feedback so far has been pretty positive. I think it looks great, and it is a work in progress. It's not that's it and it's done. It's like it's going to evolve and develop, and we're going to be adding new things. I've put a request in for a couple of new guest experts to come in to sort of, you can see when it's all laid out where there's almost not gaps, but it's light on some things. It's obviously really heavy on organic marketing because that's my jam, you know, that's my thing. So I think that's pretty much covered, and audience growth and audience engagement, you know, and audience conversion. But we'll be putting things in there around scorecard, about lead gen, about webinars, about hiring your first, you know, VA, about systems and processes. So it's all going to get a lot more padded out over time. But 997 for me is a bargain in terms of the amount of courses that you get there. I mean, standalone courses, you know, in the past we've sold them. I'm not going to do some kind of ridiculous value stack, but you know, over the past we've sold those for thousands and thousands of pounds. So it's a really good way to just get access to all of my stuff, really, all of my training, my life's work, I guess, in terms of the online space. So yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you very much, darling. I'm going to let you go and I will see you soon. Thanks, Paul's in the comments with the link. So you can also, if anybody wants to speak to one of us about it before you make the investment, then as always, just send us a message and we'll get somebody to give you a call. So thanks, Rochelle, and thanks everyone watching. I'll see you soon.